The FACE Act is a federal law originally designed to equally protect access to abortion clinics, pregnancy resource centers, and places of worship by prohibiting threats of force, obstruction, and property damage. Unfortunately, over the past 4 years, the Biden-Harris administration has weaponized this act, disproportionately targeting pro-life Americans for FACE Act violations while simultaneously failing to protect pregnancy resource facilities, despite being the target of growing violence.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Hot News Today. Today, we're diving into a crucial issue making waves in Washington. Reverend Chip Roy is calling for the repeal of the FACE Act, which protects access to abortion clinics and places of worship. He argues it's being misused to target pro-life activists. Roy also seeks pardons for those prosecuted under this law. Now let's start by getting some background on the FACE Act. The FACE Act was passed in 1994 to protect abortion clinics, pro-life groups, and places of worship. It made threats, obstruction, and property damage illegal at these locations. Reverend Roy claims the law now targets pro-life activists, neglecting pregnancy resource centers. If you're enjoying this, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications.
Since the start of the Biden-Harris administration until May 2024, the DOJ had brought a total of 24 FACE Act cases against 55 defendants, with only 2 of these cases concerning attacks on pregnancy resource centers. To this day, FACE Act has never been used in defense of a church since it was passed in 1994. And when the DOJ does prosecute pro-abortion activists, the vigor with which they pursued and penalized these individuals pales in comparison to the penalties faced by pro-life advocates.
Reverend Roy argues the FACE Act is a political weapon. After the Roe v. Wade draft leak, pro-abortion activists targeted pro-life centers and Catholic churches. Instead of prosecuting attackers, the DOJ targeted peaceful pro-life demonstrators. Roy noted the DOJ pursued 55 FACE Act cases, but only 2 involved attacks on pregnancy centers. Roy calls for a re-evaluation of the law. Reverend Roy shared stories of victims caught in the crosshairs of the FACE Act. Paul Vaughn was arrested by an FBI SWAT team for praying outside an abortion clinic. He was sentenced to 6 months of home confinement and 3 years of probation. Lauren Handy received 57 months in prison for protesting late-term abortions. 75-year-old Petty Harlow got 24 months in prison. Peaceful, non-violent acts are leading to real jail time. It's almost unthinkable.
Paul Vaughn, who was prosecuted for praying outside of an abortion clinic. Vaughn was arrested when an FBI SWAT team raided his home at gunpoint early in the morning in front of his wife and 11 children, later sentencing him to 6 months of home confinement and 3 years of probation. Another FACE Act defendant, Lauren Handy, was sentenced to 57 months in prison for her role in protesting late-term abortion within our nation's capital. And I would note, this happens to be an individual that I don't always align with philosophically. In another grotesque prosecution, the weaponized Biden-Harris Justice Department recently sentenced a 75-year-old grandmother, Paulette Harlow, to a 24-month federal prison sentence.
So, what's the solution according to Reverend Roy? He's calling for the repeal of the FACE Act and the pardon of those affected by it. He argues it's time for justice and fairness. Many are pushing to end DOJ abuse and protect rights.
The Civil Rights Division has been used as a tool against the civil rights of the American people, undermining their freedom and liberties. While we expect the incoming administration to end this horrific practice of the DOJ, that is not good enough. The American people deserve to know that their rights will not be violated regardless of which administration is in power. It is long time for Congress to address this weaponization legislatively. The Republican Congress must start to ensure that future weaponization is not possible by passing the legislation H.R. 5577 to repeal the FACE Act. And it's not enough to merely end Biden-era discrimination. We must act to reverse these wrongful imprisonments, reuniting families who have been collateral damage of this administration. The Trump administration should consider pardoning and commuting the sentences of FACE Act defendants who have been victims of this targeted harassment. Unequal application of the law is not truly law. It is tyranny imposed on those who didn't have the power by those who do have it.
So, to wrap it up, the FACE Act, while originally designed to protect individuals, has become a tool of political persecution. He's calling for its immediate repeal. Is it time to repeal the FACE Act? Don't forget to hit subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.